It's fun. I like this.
Welcome back to Pelican's Ultimate Match Fishing. I'm Joe Thomas, and the second half is now underway. Larry Nixon's in control of the boat. He continued south on Chickamauga Lake. He's crossed the lake. He's fishing a big point. It actually sits right underneath the highway bridge, and he's fishing that jig. Now, if you're just joining us, here's a look at what happened in the first period. After a slow start in the first quarter, Larry Nixon finally got the jig bite he was looking for, but it was Wesley Strader who did the most damage with a 6-pound Lake Chickamauga largemouth out of the back of the boat. In the second quarter, Strader took control and continued his role, catching numbers, but only managing one more keeper. At the half, both anglers have 2 fish in the live well. Wesley Strader's weighing in at approximately 10 pounds, while Larry Nixon's weight is approximately 5 pounds. Larry also has 1 penalty, which will cut into his weight, and neither angler lost a fish in the first half. Fish on! Now that bass Larry Nixon just caught is a spotted bass, which means it only has to be 12 inches long, and it looks like it's going to be a keeper.
Nixon just caught a bass on the bow of the boat, and here's what happened. Wesley Strader says, that's a spotted bass. Larry's like, is it legal? Really, Wesley? Larry would have thrown the fish back.
When the fish first come in and you get a real violent cold night, believe me, it turns them fish totally off till after 12. And, you know, that to me is the big reason why we didn't catch them. And then all of a sudden the wind got up so hard that it muddied up a lot of areas. You know, that's the reason why we didn't catch many good fish, a cold night and high wind.
I should have brought my floating fly kit with me.
Fish on.
Look here. Stud.
It's a good fish. It's going to be a keeper.
Ooh, that'll make it.
Number 4 for Larry Nixon, and that's a good one.
You know, going into the second half, you know, Larry took over the front of the boat, and he was doing the deal that I would have been doing. You know, he is actually fishing the places that I would have fished if I had been in that area and in the conditions we have. Anytime you have the conditions like we got right now, you know, with the high skies, fish tighten up a little bit.
Fish on.
Ooh, look at here.
That's a good one.
Look at
This is the one Larry Nixon definitely needs. This is his limit bass.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a big one.
Oh, that ain't that big.
No, he's skinny. And I'm crippled and can't even grab him.
Oh, yeah. Number 5 for Larry Nixon. That's definitely going to put him ahead of Wesley Strader. That was a great 5th fish for Larry Nixon. He's downplaying it a little bit, but I know in his mind, he realizes that fish definitely is going to put him ahead of Wesley Strader and guarantee Wesley's going to have to fish in the 4th quarter.
Thank you. You know, under this format, if you catch a limit of good keepers, that's pretty doggone good, because you've only got them 2 quarters to go do it. You're not going to catch many behind your man. And, you know, I felt like 13, 15 pounds would win the thing every day. Now, before it's over, somebody's going to catch a great old big one, but your day is the one that's important. And, you know, just do what you can do.
Fish on.
Big one, too.
Yes, it is.
I'm done. I'm toast.
Big bass. He's coming to he's gone across the line to land this one. He's going to the console. He's willing to risk the penalty.
He's already got it, didn't he?
Fish in the boat.
It ain't as
That'll
big as
call
it
for
needed
sure.
to be.
There you go. Larry Nixon has just culled his first bass. He's going to get rid of that 12-inch spot that he caught. And he crossed the line and took the penalty, but hey, to land a fish over 3 pounds, great job, Larry Nixon.
Larry, you know you're going to get that over the line penalty there, right?
What's that now?
You cross the line and land the fish, you're going to get a penalty on that.
Dang! One of the most important things in tournament fishing is to get rid of small fish. And I had a small Kentucky in there, and I finally got rid of that thing right before the end of the quarter, so that made me feel like I at least had a chance. I knew Wesley had to go score. Dang it!
End of the period.
Well, there you go. Larry Nixon is on fire. He came back, culled a fish with a limit. Wesley Strader has a couple in the back of the boat. It's time to play catch up.
Oh, me. Well, it was a good period. I caught plenty of fish. Just never got a big one, but I do have a limit. Now he's got to catch something, that's for sure.
That's the end of a great 3rd quarter of action for Larry Nixon. He caught several bass, he culled, he put Wesley Strader in a position where he definitely has to fish the 4th quarter, and not to mention the fact he's got a lot of ground to make up. Don't go away, the 4th quarter of Pelican's Ultimate Match Fishing is coming up. Fish on!
Big one, too.
Yes, it is.
I'm done. I'm toast.
Larry Nixon is on fire. He came back,
Ooh,
culled the
look at
fish
that.
with a limit.
That's the end of a great third quarter of action for Larry Nixon. He caught several bass, he culled, he put Wesley Strader in a position where he definitely has to fish the fourth quarter.
You want him to win, don't you? You do, don't you? You don't see the old man win, don't you?
All right, Wes, fourth quarter starts when you put her in gear.
All right, thank you, sir. We're gonna go try to catch Larry Nixon right now.
I tried not to panic and just keep doing what I knew to do to catch a big one. I mean, that's how I know to catch a big one right now with the way the water conditions are, the water being down like it is.
I got to tell you something. Wesley Strader is behind and running out of time. He needs about a 6-pounder to get back in this thing. Well, a couple of threes. We're going to watch him.
Mr. Nixon, that last cast was over the line.
I thought he was blowing at me. I'm like, wow, I'd throw that shot.
Lord have mercy.
You was yakking and not paying no attention.
Yeah, he got me a yakking. I know. Officially full of
That's funny.
I got to tell you something. Things have gotten quiet here in the fourth quarter. Wesley Strader, he's not saying much. All that joking around and having fun and trying to get in Larry Nixon's head has changed.
We're down to just over an hour remaining in the fourth quarter, and Wesley Strader's on the move. I saw him literally exhale and say, man, I cannot figure out what's going on. He's struggling, and he knows he's got a lot of ground to make up. This thing is going to go down to the wire, I guarantee it.
I went out and practiced and I fished and I caught them. And you know, probably that hurt me a little bit more than if I would have just went and fished and just done the things where I know to just catch keepers. I wanted to make a statement. I wanted to show everybody what Chickamauga Lake's all about. I mean, it has them in it. Come on, big girl.
That's what scares me is one bite. That's all it takes. Mine ain't very big.
Biggin. Fish on. This could be the one. I guess it's an understatement to say how important this fish is right now.
Just don't be a drum.
2-minute warning, Wesley, 2 minutes.
I hope that sucker's one of them throbbing drummers.
Giant largemouth. I don't know if it's enough to put him in front, but right there is a key fish.
That did it.
This thing is absolutely too close to call right now.
That did it. I mean, it was just like, just the air went out of my sails when somebody said fish on, and it took him a while to get it in, and then he landed it, of course. But
That's the end of the match, guys. Both casts are good. Fish them out.
It's been real, it's been fun, and it's been real fun. Get up here, Grandpa, let me shake your hand.
great match, buddy.
Dude, ain't nothing like getting the fish against your legend, your hero, I never will forget you catching one at Harris Chain and Megabass, and sweet Jesus, look at the size of that bass.
Oh, yeah.
That's what got me hooked on bass fish, is this man right here.
Thank you, Wesley. Great match, buddy.
What a great way to kick off this season of Pelican's Ultimate Match Fishing. Let's take it back to Blue Water Lodge and make it official. I don't think I could have scripted a better way to kick off this season of Pelican's Ultimate Match Fishing this year, Fish. Even under cold front conditions and high winds, these guys rocked.
Hey, it was tough out there, but you guys caught a ton of fish. Just no great big ones. Hey, only one of you, though, can advance.
And we've got something new to Ultimate Match Fishing this year. It's the Strike King Big Bass Award, where we're going to donate $500 in the name of the winning angler to the Catch a Dream Foundation. And I don't think it's any surprise today, Wesley, that was you, because you came out of the blue with a 5.5-pound bass that absolutely blew the thing away. Congratulations.
Thank you, appreciate it. Glad I could win something.
You know, historically, we've never had a penalty decide a match. And Larry, you actually had total of 6 10-cent penalties. And
That's a lot.
yeah, it's a lot.
That's a lot.
But it wasn't enough to keep you from advancing, because with $13.78 for 5 bass, you are going to advance to the next round. Congratulations.
Dude, that old dog will hunt, son. That old dog will get down there and get him.
Hey, let's take it over to Fish Fishburne right now. He's with our winner, Larry Nixon, for this week's Frog Talk match-changing moment.
What a tight match, Larry. The moment was that big fish on the jig on the bluff end.
Yes, it really was, Fish. That was my, the last little stretch I could fish during that quarter. Made that pitch up there and I picked up this tight and I set the hook and it was a nice one. And that was the winning moment right there.
Caught a limit, culled a fish. Awesome job.
See, anytime you catch 6 fish and match fishing, that's awesome.
It works. Thanks, Larry.
Thank you.
I'm Joe Thomas, and I hope you've enjoyed it. And we'll see you next week on Pelican's Ultimate Match Fishing.
Slow down. Here we go. 3, 2, do it. Wesley. Larry. Oh my God.